Right now, as of April data, the median house price across the combined capital cities has just ticked over $1 million, with Sydney leading the pack at almost $1.3 million. Perth and Brisbane have also joined the $1 million club. Melbourne and Adelaide are soon to be next. I know what you're thinking. The average income right now is only around $100,000 a year. That means the typical house costs about 10 times someone's income. So how can prices keep going up? If you are buying an owner-occupied property, banks typically lend you around 5 times your income. So if someone earns $100,000, they can only borrow about $500,000, which makes buying a $1 million property extremely difficult. And this is one of the reasons why so many Australians feel like getting into the property market is becoming harder than ever. So in this video, I'm going to break down what's really happening with the housing market right now and explain what factors are driving the market. I do believe the next 12 months will be very uncertain, and the top end of the market above that $2 million price point will see some declines. At certain price points and markets, this could present some once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get into the property market and build real wealth in 2026. I'm Jai Kao, top 50 mortgage broker, founder of JD Capital, and a property investor since 2013. Over the past 13 years, I've grown my personal portfolio to over $20 million and helped hundreds of Australians get ahead financially through strategic loan structuring. I know what it takes to build a large portfolio because I've personally done it myself. If you want more content on property investing and the mindset behind building real wealth, hit subscribe so I can keep making more content for you. So there are 4 forces that I think will have a big impact on property prices in 2026. So let's talk about force number 1. Inflation that is rising means that the cost of goods and services increase. That also means the cost of construction increases. Currently, the average cost of building a single dwelling ranges between $400,000 to $600,000, excluding the land. Construction costs are forecast to rise 4% in 2026 due to skilled trade shortages and increased cost. This means house prices don't get cheaper over time. This is also the reason why I personally buy affordable properties under $700,000, because you're essentially getting the land component for free. We have a $2 trillion mortgage debt within the economy, and the Reserve Bank, I personally think, will do anything to avoid a recession and cause a spike in unemployment. With this amount of debt in the system, raising interest rates for a sustained amount of time will put significant pressure on the economy. The government also secretly uses inflation to inflate their way out of debt. Think about it. If inflation is 4%, then the real value of their debt is also shrinking 4% every year whilst our taxes increase. This is why we will see it become harder and harder to own assets because of a growing K-shaped economy where asset holders will benefit long term. Force number 2, immigration and supply constraints. So Australia isn't building enough homes for the amount of new immigrants entering the country. Most immigrants will rent in the first few years, and this means that we actually need more rental properties and we need more property investors. So if supply is not catching up to new demand and construction costs keep going up, then the rents will keep going up as well. Force number 3, the cost of waiting. It might seem logical to wait when things get better or interest rates drop. However, try to understand this. When interest rates go up, your borrowing power in real terms fall. Right? And when inflation rises, your purchasing power of your savings erodes. So even people think by patiently waiting, you're actually quietly falling further behind, and then you end up chasing your tail. That's why I think you should buy as soon as you can afford to before it gets harder. And the last force, number 4, the AI tailwind. Artificial intelligence is driving one of the most significant productivity shifts in modern economic history. Businesses that survive this era will become more efficient, profits will grow, and my prediction is that skilled workers who embrace AI tools will be more valuable to the marketplace, and they will see their output and their income increase. But now the big question is, what will AI do to employment? Australia has a large service base and desk fast-paced occupation. So if people are not adding more value and they're easily replaced by AI, then I think we can see an increase in unemployment. However, the flip side is also possible. We become more valuable and we start earning more income. But here's the thing about AI that people overlook. For all the disruption that AI is bringing, the automation, the efficiency gains, some jobs 100% will be replaced. That's why it is super important to upskill yourself. However, there's one thing that AI cannot replace. It's real estate. So no matter how advanced technology becomes, humans will always need a place to live. Housing is not a product that can be digitized, automated, or made obsolete. It's a fundamental human necessity, as basic as food or water. And that's exactly why property has held its value through every technological revolution in history, the Industrial Revolution, the internet boom, and now the AI era. The underlying demand never goes away. It grows. So while AI reshapes industries and employment, it simultaneously strengthens a case for property. More productive people earning more income still need somewhere to live. So now you understand why this moment is different. So here's how to position yourself in the next few years. In 2008, investors asked if it was the right time to buy. In 2020, during the pandemic, they also asked the same question. Now in 2026, with the war and the oil crisis, people are asking again. Many of the people who waited during those moments now say the same thing. I wish I started earlier. 2026 is no different, except this time, there's an additional tailwind of uncertainty with tax reforms, the AI boom, and the oil crisis. AI will reshape industries. It will automate tasks. It will create entirely new ways of working and earning money, but it will never build a home and take real estate away. Housing is a human necessity that no algorithm can take away. That is the foundation of property as an asset class, and it has held true through every economic cycle in history. The housing crisis is real. I think we will see some short-term pain, but long-term affordability property markets never get out of fashion. And the biggest risk in property investing is never getting started at all. If you're ready to take advantage during this time, book a call with my team at JD Capital. We'll drop the link below. We'll look at your borrowing capacity, your income trajectory, and build a clear plan for your next move. Happy and safe investing, guys. We'll see you on the next video.